Today must be really exciting for Palantards. Palantir just rallied in price. Multiple massive contracts have just been dropped. People are excited. Palantir could potentially reach $1,000 soon, but there's a catch. The US government and Donald Trump just confirmed something big is about to happen. And this can be the X factor for Palantir to reach $1,000. What is happening? And what on earth am I even talking about? Well, let me explain. Disclaimer. Today is a fantastic day for Palantir, and investors are finally catching a break. The stock price has just surged into the $90 region. And while that might not seem like a huge jump to $100, it's still a massive shift from the nerve-wracking roller coaster of the past few days. Just recently, things were looking pretty rough. Volatility was through the roof, with deep dips and constant uncertainty hanging over the market. Every move felt unpredictable, and no one really knew what was coming next. There was a sense of panic in the air, with people questioning whether the stock could hold up or if another steep drop was just around the corner. But today, the mood has completely shifted. The stock seems to have finally found some stability, at least for now. And that alone is enough to give investors some much-needed breathing room. Instead of constant fear and hesitation, there's a growing sense of confidence, maybe even excitement, about what's ahead. People can finally take a step back, reassess their positions, and figure out their next moves without feeling like the ground is shifting beneath them every second. The atmosphere is way calmer now. The panic that was gripping investors just days ago is slowly fading away, replaced by a feeling of cautious optimism. It's not just about the price moving up. It's about the psychological shift that comes with it. When a stock stabilizes, even temporarily, it gives people the chance to regain their composure and make more rational decisions instead of reacting purely on emotion. Of course, the big question now is, what happens next? Will Palantir keep climbing, or is this just a temporary break before more volatility kicks in? No one knows for sure, but for now, one thing is clear. Today is a rare moment of relief in what has been a pretty intense ride. Here's the thing. An analyst just stepped in to break down what's really happening with Palantir's chart, and his explanation makes a lot of sense. According to him, what used to be a supply zone is now acting as a fresh level of demand. In simple terms, the price has found a solid base, and if the market shows some strength in the coming days or weeks, Palantir could be a stock worth keeping a very close eye on. So far, there's already been an impressive 11% bounce off this zone, which is no small move. And with this kind of momentum, the next logical target? That big $100 mark. If everything lines up just right, that could be the next major stop while still managing risk the same way. It's not a guarantee, of course, nothing ever is in the market, but this shift in structure is definitely something traders and investors will be watching closely. So, what just happened? Why did Palantir's stock suddenly take off? Well, one analyst just sent shockwaves through the Palantir community. William Blair analysts pointed out that the company is in a prime spot to benefit from new government policies, especially Elon Musk's Doge. The Trump administration's push for a centralized payment tracking system? According to them, it practically has Palantir's name on it. They believe Palantir's AI-driven platforms are the ideal choice, making it a strong contender for major federal contracts. Investors jumped on the news, pushing Palantir's stock up nearly 7% to the $90 range. That brings its gains this year to 19%. And despite some turbulence, the stock has more than tripled over the past year. William Blair analysts also upgraded their rating, saying Palantir could reach $125 in the next 2 years as the market shifts back toward riskier, high-growth plays. And they're not alone. Wedbush analysts just called Palantir one of their top names to own in 2025, with a $120 price target. While other government contractors brace for spending cuts, Palantir could actually secure even more deals. With all this momentum, it's clear. Palantir is a stock to watch. And here's the crazy part. Palantir has been absolutely unstoppable lately. One analyst just pointed out that the company locked in 2 massive deals in just the past 2 days. First, they teamed up with TWG Global, a huge holding company, to roll out AI across financial services and insurance underwriting. That alone is a big deal. But then, they also landed a partnership with Societe Generale, one of the biggest banks in Europe, managing over $1 trillion in assets. What's exciting about these deals isn't just their size, it's what they represent. Palantir is proving once again that it's not just a government contractor. It's expanding deeper into the commercial world, showing companies across industries that they need an AI operating system to stay ahead. And more often than not, Palantir is the first name they turn to. The Société Générale deal is especially interesting because it signals international growth. While Palantir's U.S. commercial business has been booming, its global expansion has been a bit slower. But with Europe now ramping up defense spending, there's a real opportunity for Palantir to break into key markets like France and Germany. CEO Alex Karp has been vocal about European officials not fully grasping the importance of AI in defense. But if Palantir can change that mindset and secure high-level contracts, it could open the door to a whole new wave of growth. And here's where it gets even more exciting. Momentum like this could easily push Palantir's stock back toward that $100 range. The company is firing on all cylinders, signing major deals, and proving its value in both commercial and government sectors. If this pace continues, it's hard to ignore just how big Palantir's future could be. This is really big. So big that it's got people speculating like crazy about where Palantir's stock could be headed next. One analyst on Twitter just threw out a bold take saying that $200 is right around the corner. But others? They're going even bigger. Some are hopeful that Palantir could hit $500 or even an eye-popping $1,000 in the near future. Now, of course, these are just speculations. No one can predict the future with absolute certainty. But the fact that people are even throwing around numbers like this shows just how much confidence is building around Palantir. The company is locking in major deals, proving its AI dominance, and expanding both commercially and internationally. If this momentum keeps up, it's hard to ignore the possibility that Palantir's best days are still ahead. But wait, something crazy just happened today too. Donald Trump just made a massive announcement saying, "We're sending help to a country in the Middle East. Everything they need to finish the job." And this could be huge for Palantir. Palantir has always been deeply connected to defense, intelligence, and military contracts. The company provides advanced AI-driven software that helps governments and militaries make real-time decisions, analyze massive amounts of data, and enhance national security efforts. If the U.S. is about to step up military support for other countries in a big way, it's hard to ignore the possibility that Palantir could play a key role in these operations. More aid means more spending, and more spending means a higher demand for the kind of cutting-edge technology Palantir provides. And here's where things get really interesting. Investors are already speculating on what this could mean for Palantir's stock price. Just earlier, people were talking about Palantir potentially hitting $200 soon. But after this announcement, some are going even bigger. There are talks that this could be the push Palantir needs to reach $500, maybe even $1,000. Now, of course, no one can predict the market with 100% certainty. But when you step back and look at everything that's been happening, the non-stop momentum, the massive commercial deals, the growing government contracts, and now this major geopolitical development, it's clear that Palantir is in a very strong position. If this trend continues, if more contracts come in, if governments start realizing just how essential AI-powered defense tech is, then the sky really might be the limit for Palantir. And just like that, it's starting to look like one bold prediction might not be so far-fetched after all. A Twitter analyst recently claimed that by 2030, Palantir could become a trillion-dollar company. At the time, it sounded like a wild take, but with everything happening right now, it's starting to make a lot more sense. Palantir keeps landing massive contracts, expanding its reach, and proving that AI isn't just a buzzword. It's becoming a necessity for governments and businesses alike. The company is showing up in defense, finance, healthcare, and beyond, solidifying itself as the go-to name for high-level AI-driven operations. And as these deals pile up, so does the potential for Palantir's value to skyrocket. At this point, it's not just hype. The pieces are actually falling into place. If Palantir keeps this momentum going, breaking into more industries, securing bigger contracts, and leading the falling into place, the only question is, are you ready for what's coming? But what is your opinion on this? Comment down below. If you are curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see on the screen. And with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then turn on the notifications bell on this channel. Missing an important Palantir update might make you lose money, so don't risk it. Also, please share this video with as many people as possible.
The times got tough. The urgent announcement was made. I already knew the devs are crazy, but I couldn't even imagine they are that serious. All we thought about, Shiba Inu before will look like nothing compared to what you are going to find next. But what am I talking about? And why is it that important? Well, let me explain. Disclaimer. Yesterday, we saw Shiba Inu's price drop by over 10%. For a cryptocurrency of this size, that's a substantial decrease. While such a drop might not be surprising for smaller, newer projects, it's a big deal for Shiba Inu, which boasts a market cap in the billions. This kind of decline is pretty significant and definitely worth paying attention to. But what has actually happened? Well, the reason for Shiba Inu's drop is tied to Bitcoin's recent dip. When Bitcoin shows weakness, the entire market tends to follow, and that's exactly what's happening now. Interestingly, every meme coin with a market cap over the last few years has been a big deal for Shiba Inu. Over $200 million is also in the red. This situation is particularly tough for altcoins. While Bitcoin has the resilience to bounce back and recover its previous value relatively quickly, altcoins like Shiba Inu face a much harder challenge. The reason is that Bitcoin's established position and broad acceptance give it a stronger foundation, whereas altcoins don't have the same level of stability and investor confidence, making their recovery more difficult. In challenging times like these, the key to recovery for a project is communication from the development team. Hearing their support and their take on the situation is crucial. It reassures investors and the community that the team is actively working to address the issues and is committed to the project's future. This kind of transparency and engagement can help restore confidence and stability, which is essential for bouncing back from a significant dip. And this is exactly what's happening now. Shiba Inu's marketer, Lucy, shares a message from Shiba Inu's ecosystem lead, Satoshi Kusama, about the project's current development and future plans. In an ex-post, Lucy emphasized that Shiba Inu is currently in the building stage. She highlighted a message from Satoshi Kusama to the team, which states, "The moat has been built to protect the castle. Now we build." This analogy signifies the importance of establishing strong security measures to protect a project before moving forward. Imagine you're starting a new business. Before you can open your doors to customers, you need to ensure the building is secure, the foundations are solid, and everything is in place, and that you're ready to handle future growth. Without this groundwork, any progress you make can easily crumble. Similarly, Shiba Inu is focusing on building a solid foundation to ensure its long-term success. According to Lucy, Shiba Inu is currently in the initial stage of its developmental journey, which she referred to as Stage 1, Step 1. This highlights that while there's still a long way to go, the groundwork being laid now is crucial for the project's future stability and growth. Interestingly, Lucy also drew a comparison between Shiba Inu's L2 blockchain, Shibarium, and a railway track. She explained that the team is currently establishing crucial points of access for both users and developers within Shibarium. This effort involves updating Shiba Inu's technology, forming strategic partnerships, and ensuring overall health of the ecosystem. Additionally, Lucy hinted that prominent figures within the industry are closely monitoring Shiba Inu. While she didn't reveal their identities, this attention suggests growing interest in Shiba Inu that could potentially lead to significant partnerships in the future. Meanwhile, Lucy recognized the challenges of building a comprehensive ecosystem, emphasizing that it takes time and effort. Despite these hurdles, she expressed confidence that Shiba Inu will soon have a new narrative once all the necessary elements or stations are in place. This is exactly what people have been eagerly anticipating for a long time. They can't wait for it to finally come true. The community has been patiently waiting for Shiba Inu to deliver on its promises and create something truly impactful. Lucy urged community members to stay informed and engaged in the ongoing development process. She emphasized that this involvement is crucial for birthing a new chapter in the story of the dog-themed token. It's important to note that all these developments are crucial for keeping Shiba Inu relevant in the long term. Many projects rise quickly and gain popularity, but they often fade away when the initial hype dies down and the team fails to deliver ongoing value. To thrive in the long term, a project needs to consistently innovate and provide tangible benefits, just like the approach being taken by the Shiba Inu development team. And this is where Casey Stubbs, founder of Trading Strategy Guides, made a surprising Twitter post. Just yesterday, Stubbs shared his vision of a future where Shiba Inu's Layer 2 blockchain, Shibarium, sees widespread adoption. He painted a picture of thousands of Shiba Inu and Bone token pairs actively traded on Shibarium, generating billions of USD in 24-hour trading volume. In this hypothetical scenario, Stubbs even speculated that Shiba Inu and Bone could reach $1 trillion market cap. His comments came in response to an announcement from Shibarium's moderator, Special K, on Discord and Telegram. It's worth noting that currently, only one cryptocurrency has a market cap over 1 trillion USD, and that's Bitcoin. However, looking ahead, it's possible that other altcoins could approach or even exceed this milestone in the long term. And here's why. The reason lies partly in Bitcoin's unique status as the only crypto asset with an ETF. Since its approval in January, substantial inflows into Bitcoin ETFs have helped maintain its levels and are expected by some people to continue driving its growth. However, what's particularly intriguing is Ethereum, currently the second largest cryptocurrency, with a market cap nearing $500 billion. With the upcoming Ethereum ETF trading start, probably in early July, the excitement is huge. Just today, Ethereum's supply on exchanges dropped to its lowest level since 2016, signaling potential scarcity and upward price pressure. Significant withdrawals of ETH indicate investor confidence in long-term gains ahead of the spot Ethereum ETF launch. Some believe that this event could propel Ethereum to significant price increases, possibly pushing it towards $1 trillion market cap in the future. This could be one pathway for altcoins to achieve such monumental valuations. And looking further ahead, if the current growth trajectory of cryptocurrencies continues unabated, it's not unthinkable that other altcoins could also reach the $1 trillion mark. Who's to say that in a future where $1 trillion crypto assets become more the norm, Shiba Inu won't rise to that level too? Especially considering Lucy's assurance that the development team is dedicated to ensuring future success. Well, this is quite the topic of discussion. But before we speculate too far into the future, let's address the current issue facing Shiba Inu. The recent 10% price crash observed yesterday. The reason this decline is significant is because it affects investor sentiment and confidence in the short term. For a cryptocurrency like Shiba Inu, which has garnered a lot of attention and investment, a sudden drop in price can trigger selling pressure and uncertainty among holders. It's important to stabilize the price and reassure the community that the project remains resilient amid market fluctuations. Addressing and understanding the reasons behind such price movements is crucial for investors and stakeholders alike. It sets the stage for rebuilding momentum and restoring trust in Shiba Inu's long-term prospects. But what is your opinion on that? Comment down below. I'd be eager to read your opinion. If you are curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see on screen. And with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then please like this video and don't forget to leave a comment in the comments section. This really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Also, please share this video to as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there.